I'd do a tutorial with using my hand spun yarn. But the thing is, I haven't spun the yarn yet. I have done half of my project, which is this cool beanie. And as you can see, it's all different colours. Now I don't know whether you can see, I've done the bottom as a rib. So the band is the rib, and then the top of it is what's known as camel stitch, because what I wanted was it to run that way around the top and contrast going that way down the bottom. And you shouldn't be surprised, it's purple. Look, it even sort of goes with my throw behind me. I've got a purpley chair. I love purple, so you shouldn't be too surprised that it's purple. What I'm thinking of doing is making a matching cowl or infinity scarf. I'm not sure which one to do yet, but I want to do a tutorial on whatever one I do end up doing. But the reason why I don't know what I'm doing is because I don't know how much yarn I'm going to end up spinning. I do have quite a bit left over from making this beanie. Now I look shocking in beanies, but I thought I'd put it on and show you what it looks like. And you can have a laugh at how silly I look. There we go. And it was made to fit my head, so whatever you deem my head to be, it's that size. Okay, so take it off, it looks silly. And plus it's summer up here, so it's really warm. It is pure wool, and it is sparkly. I don't know whether you can see the sparkles there, but yeah, sparkly. So what did I make it out of? Well, I made it from these two rovings. How pretty is that? And this is the one that has the sparkles in it. I don't know whether you can see that, but very pretty. And this one has silk, so all that white is silk. It's merino and silk. And the two together, you never know what you're going to get with the colouring. Roving is the wool that has been carded to make it look fluffy, and this is what I spin from. So what I do, and if you've seen my other videos, you will see how I do this, but I will split this up into strips, and I will split this up into strips, and then what I do is I just mix the strips together. And how they spin up, nobody knows, I don't even know. And then I will crochet whatever the yarn into whatever I would like. So this is how the beanie has come out. So it's combining these two together to make a yarn to make the beanie. So what I would like to do is to spin these two to make another ball, add it to the leftover I have from this beanie, and then see how much I have left and decide, do I make an infinity scarf or do I make a cowl? Now, I'm not 100% sure. I could make an infinity scarf. The reason why I'm thinking an infinity scarf is because I'm looking at if I've got enough to go down, and then you can twist it and wrap it back around so you're having a big fat cowl. Or if I don't have enough, then I just have a small cowl. So, not sure. I could do a scarf, but I've done lots of scarves, so I'm thinking of doing something different. Once I've decided what I'm going to do a tutorial on that, and I am going to use the same pattern as this camel stitch. So what I would like to do is a tutorial using that. So what am I going to end up doing? Well, you're going to have to stick around and see the end of the video. Hi everybody, welcome back to the She Shed. Maggie's decided to join me. Big silky, aren't you? Alright, so what I've decided is I'm going to do a tutorial with you. However, I've got to make the yarn first. So you saw at the beginning I had 2 balls of roving I had to make into yarn. What I do is I split the roving up first. So here it is all split up, and now I'm going to start spinning it to create the yarn. So let's get spinning it and we'll see how much I've got. Here is the finished ball. I have worked out I have around about 400 meters of yarn in this, and therefore I think what we'll do is make a infinity scarf, or you could use it as a cowl, so you twist it around twice around your neck to make it buffy around your neck. So infinity scarf is going to be what it is. I should have enough yarn to do that. So how am I going to make this? Well, the first thing I need to do is to do a chain. Put the chain around your neck and see how long you like it to be able to twist it and then put it back around your neck, so that the infinity scarf would be nice and squishy around your neck, but not too tight that it's going to choke you, and not too tight that it's hard to get over your head. I'm going to guess I need around about 300 stitches. I always spin my yarn at a 4mm hook, so I am going to be using my brand new Divit Shilp, and you can watch the video of me unpacking these. It is a bit of a laugh. I did get very excited about it. I'll put the link below. I have ordered more because I am loving these hooks. I think I found my hook. So totally recommend it. Got them from Amazon. It was the cheapest place I could find them. Okay, so I am going to chain 300 stitches to start off with. I'll see if it fits around my neck, and then I will let you know how many stitches I actually did, and if you are following along with me, then you'll know how many to do for yourself. But of course you can adjust it to whatever fits comfortably for you. So I'll meet you back here after I've worked out what the chain's going to be. The chain is done, and it was 300 in my chain. Good guess. Okay, so the next row, we are eventually going to make this into a circle, but because it is such a long chain and trying to straighten it out so you can join it together without a twist in your chain is going to be laborious and good luck if you can do it. If you're an expert at that, please do it. Otherwise, you can do it this way. We are going to do a half double crochet in every stitch. Now this is a dark yarn that I have made here, so it might be a little bit difficult to see, but a stitch, hopefully you can see there, is a V on the front and a lump on the back. We are going to put all of our stitches in that lump on the back. So don't do the V, turn your chain over and do the half double crochet in the lump on the back there. Okay, yarn over into the lump on the back, yarn over, pull your yarn through, yarn over through all three on the hook, yarn over, next lump, yarn over, pull through, yarn over all three through the loops, yarn over through the lump, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over through all three. Now I'm sure you don't want to watch me do every single one of them. There's 300 of them to do. So I'm going to do the rest off camera, and I'll meet you back here at the end of the 300th stitch. Finished the first row, and now we have to join this together because we're making an infinity scarf, which means it will be joined together in one big circle. Now the trick is to make this as straight as possible. So laying it out, making it straight, keeping it straight, because you don't want to twist in your chain or your garment. It's not going to work. So hopefully that is it without being twisted. So I'm simply joining via a slip stitch in the top of the first stitch of this row. So just doing a slip stitch. When you have slip stitched the two together, yes, you are going to have a gap there. Now I normally join that together after I've done my first round, just so that I have more stability. And you want to make sure when you've got them joined together, you've got it facing towards you, so this side has your tail hanging off it. This is the correct side. This is where we start our pattern, and this is where we start our camel stitch. This is going to continue in around and around and around, and we don't need to step up to the next row by doing a chain stitch. We're just continuously going in around, and that's what I really like about this, because you don't have to think about where you're at, you just keep going. So to start your camel stitch, the first stitch of this round will be a chain one, and then you can see your V, and you're going to go in the back of that V. There is a stitch down here, so you'll see the V at the front, and we're going to go into the back, and we're going to do a half double crochet into the back of that stitch and every other stitch from now on. So half double crochet in the back of that stitch. Now it will become really easy as you keep going around, because instead of holding the yarn forward like this, you're going to simply be holding it back and just going into the back of the stitch and continuing on until, yeah, just continuing. Now I'm going to do one round of this and come back to you when I finish this round and show you how to join the bottom and then how to continue on. Okay, so the reason why you do it at the back of the stitch, then it makes the stitch come forward. See that? Okay, I'm going to continue and I'll meet you back here at the end of this round. Coming to the end of your round, you can see it looks a bit gappy, but we're not going to, it's a bit twisted here, sorry. Make sure you don't twist on yourself when you do come to the end here, because that it can do it quite quickly like that, and then you end up being on the wrong side. So make sure you've got it the right way around, and you can tell because you've got your V's facing the front of you, whereas you would not have any on the other side. So just make sure you've got your V's facing front of you. I've come to the end of the round, but not really. All we're going to do is just continue working our half double crochets in the back of our stitches. Where you joined might be a bit tricky because it might be a bit tight. And you just keep going around. Before I'm going to go any further, I am going to sew this up together here. What I do is try and make this bottom bit here look like another stitch. So let's go into this stitch that was the first stitch of the one side, and you've got it on the other side here. Don't pull it too tight because we're trying to make a stitch, and then go into as close to the top as you can, and don't pull, as I said, don't pull too tight. And there we go, we've got what looks like a stitch. Now you can weave the end in if you like, or you can leave it hanging, so at least you know where your start and end point is if you need to know that. But just keep going around and around and around and around until you've run out of yarn, and that's what I'm going to do. How many rows this is going to take me, I do not know, because I actually don't know exactly how long this is going to take. Because I've never done this before, I don't exactly know how much yarn is in here. So I will meet you back at the end and show you my finished product. Here is the mostly finished product, and I'm quite happy with the way it's come out. And I have not made this before, so this is the first time. All we need to do now is finish the last couple of stitches. I had just enough yarn. Couldn't have worked that out better. So finish the last two stitches. Okay, cut off the tail, and then I'm going to slip stitch. So what I'm aiming for is to get my tail here lined up with the top here, which looks right to me. And then in the next stitch, all I want to do is grab the yarn, pull it through my last stitch, and just literally pull it through. There we go, and you don't even notice where the end is. I'm going to now weave that in. And I go back over, so it sort of knots it. And this starting. And there we are. And here are the two together. And here is a photo. Let me know what you think. I will do a tutorial on the beanie. However, I've got to make the yarn first, so it'll be there somewhere eventually. A link will be attached down below. I'd love to see if you make this yourself. Go to my Instagram account, lucky_platypus1, and I'd love to see your photos. Put your photos there. Also, let me know if this is the kind of tutorial you like to see, where I make my hand spun wool and then do the tutorial with hand spun wool. Let me know. Otherwise, everybody, thank you so much for being on this journey with me, and hopefully I'll see you again very, very shortly. Take care, everybody. Bye.